Hey guys, Jeff here, and I wanted to share a holiday type project with you, giving you plenty of time before the holidays. In front of you, you see some more Plarn bags that I've made. These bags actually have a really unique story because most of the Plarn stuff you've seen from me, I got a whim and I decided to try to do something. But this actually came as a request. There was a school that I was working at and talking with the nurse who loved the larger bags that I've shown on here previously, link in the corner. She said, I'd really love like a gift bag. Now, to be completely fair, she specifically said, you know, what if we had a bag big enough for wine, a wine bottle bag? Yeah, that's the term for it. And so, I'm going to be honest, I don't drink wine, but I used my handy Nalgene in order to size this up and came up with this design. Nice flat bottom, cushions, and drawstrings. Neck of a bottle can fit, will probably stick up through there, but this is what we came up with. Not only is it good for wine bottles, but it's just a nice little gift bag. And I mean, you could come up with 1,000 other reasons for it as well. Additionally, one of the things that I love about these bags is being so small. Number one, they're quick to make. I was running through to remind myself how to do this before making this video. And I think that the crocheting part of this probably took me 4 hours, tops. And that was with doing and undoing and redoing. Because of the size, it's not going to take a whole lot of grocery bags either. I can't tell you for certainty how many bags. I haven't worked that out for these. But one of my favorite parts, that because of their small size, this is an excellent place to work in if you are getting any of those unique colored bags. Like I've got my orange, my pink. Sure, you can use white stripes, blue stripes, but I've done anything that I end up with. I think I've had some green stripes and black stripes in some of them before. Plus, I think we talked before about flowers, and so of course you could always put a flower on to decorate it up more if you wanted. But this is what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about how to make this, and yeah, that way you have more than a month before the holidays hit, and you can start preparing if you want to use one of these for a gift bag. Now, for starters, and this is why I had to do the undoing and redoing, we are actually going with a smaller needle. If you remember my larger bags, I used an N-size needle. That's what I use for almost everything. But when I was doing my practice bag, I found it was too big. And that's because we need to use this. This is a K, let's see, 10.5, or it's 6.5 millimeters. But this is the size we're going to use. Let's talk about how to get started. As with anything for crochet, we got to start with the slip knot. But this is a circular base. We're going to use a similar construction like we did for the purses. Also, if you need the link for Plarn, I'm going to try to link this up in the corner, how to make the Plarn. I'm not sure if shorts can be linked into videos or not, but we're going to try. All right, in order to start this, start with your favorite version of a circle. 1, 2, 3. I like to chain 4 and join with a slip stitch. But you know what? If you are better with a magic loop, you go for that. I'm just not very good with the magic loop myself. Once we have done this, almost everything, just like with the other bags, is going to be done with a half double crochet. And we are going to put 7 half double crochets in this ring that we have made. Just working our way around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I also like to cover up the tail in here if I can. So just kind of work that down around here. I've only done 4 stitches so far. This will be number 5, 6, and 7. Now, just like my other bags, I have found that if I do the traditional version of doing a round, joining and stepping up, it just doesn't work for my style. So what I do is, once we've done our 7, we're just going to go into that first one. And for any of you who have crocheted circles before, it's going to come as no surprise. We're going to go all the way around this, doing 2 half double crochets in each of our initial stitches. So there's 1 and 2. So we're going to go from 7 stitches to 14 stitches. Now, instead of taking you all the way through that, I have, of course, prepared ahead of time. So here we are. We've got our 7 stitches. We have a round where we do 2 stitches in every one previous stitch. Then I do a row of a double, then a single, and then a double. So, I'm sorry, shouldn't say double, not double crochet. These are still all half double crochet, but so round 1, 7 stitches in the loop. Round 2, 2 half double stitches in every previous stitch. Round 3, you will repeat alternating between 2 half doubles in a stitch and then 1 half double in a stitch. With round 3 finally being 2 half doubles in a stitch and then 1 half double in a stitch, 1 half double in a stitch. I will write up the pattern and have this all down in the description as well. Again, with just like with the bags, once I have my flat base done, I am going to turn up for the sides. The way we do that is, this is the only time we're going to do something that's not a half double crochet. And I'm going to do a single crochet. And if you noticed, because I'm weird, I think it also gives it a little extra stability, I have been doing all of my crocheting in the actual spaces, not in the actual stitches themselves, except for turning up for the sides. To turn up for the sides, we're going to go through the back loops only and do a single stitch. Back loops only and do a single stitch. And we're going to go all the way around the circle like this. Back loops only, doing a single stitch. This is the only time in this project that we are not doing a half double crochet. All right, so we're going to go all the way around like that. Once we get back to where we started, it is just half doubles all the way up, continuing in a spiral. I make mine 20 rows tall. Your mileage may vary. You may want a taller bag. Feel free to alter it. But here you can see you get this little ridge right here. Is that focused? Yeah. You get this ridge right here when you're turning up the side. So that's how you can kind of watch until right here is where I met up with where I started. So then I just did half doubles all the way around. And then, like I said, 20 rows up. The stripes, I love these bags because 20 rows seems to be the perfect size that you can put in stripes wherever you want. I found that I prefer my stripes to be 4 rows tall. And you can kind of see a jog from where we changed those colors, which we've also talked about before. Then to finish things off, one of the things that I do unique with Plarn is we know that with crochet, we can just pull through, but I like a little extra security. So since we've been crocheting with those 2 strands, I am going to go through my last stitch, grab one of those strands and pull it back through, snug things up, and then I just like a good old square knot. Pulling each part kind of snug, and find my scissors. So we can cut that off. And that'll stay pretty secure for me. So the last part is the drawstring. Now, because of this style of bag, you can kind of see through there that these are pretty big gaps. So I really don't have to do any planning for the drawstring. We just have to make a drawstring. And for the drawstring, I just use braided plarn because I like it when I can make a project like this completely out of plastic bags. This is actually a scrap left over from when I did that South African style loom. It is helpful to have the crochet hook still, and I like to put the drawstring not at the top because I want a little extra support, but I will go down 2 rows and I'll pull it through. And I will typically go maybe 2, maybe 3, whatever I'm feeling like on that day. Stitches over, pull it through again. Go. Looks like we're going 3 today. I do leave a little wiggle room because you do want the drawstring to come back out basically right beside where it went in. So when I get close to all the way around, we're going to have to do a little adjusting. Also, since this is where we ended, you can see that I'm way down here. So actually, I want to keep that drawstring coming through in the second row. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to actually move up here to bring it back up. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like 4 this time. Keep it organic. Do what feels right to you, as Bob Ross would say. This is your bag. There's no mistakes. It's just however you want it to be. Except for throwing your crochet hook. I think that might be a mistake. Where did I go? There it went. All right, you can see that I'm almost all the way around. So if I go, looks like 3 and 3, that's going to land me almost exactly where I want to be. Because then 1, 2, 3, yeah, there's a little space in between them, and that's okay. Come on. There we go. So now we've gone all the way around. I don't like the drawstring to be too much longer than necessary, so I will kind of finagle it so I can not waste too much of my braid. And then, again, keep things simple. Nice little square knot. Just like that. And then it's up to you whether you want to leave a little extra, kind of decorative. If you do, I would want to make them the same length. And before I cut this right here, I would actually tie just a quick little overhand knot. Pull that really tight so we can cut it off right there. Now, if you do decide to cut it short, all the way up here by the knot, you don't need the extra overhand. But if I'm going to leave a tail like this for decoration, then I'm going to put those knots so my braid doesn't come undone. And there you go. A quick little bag. Great for holidays. Nice little gift bag. And again, make it out of stuff you have. Gift people your time. Don't go wasting... Nope, I'm not even going to go in that direction at all. But yeah, take some time, use things that you already have around to make some gift bags for your friends. If you do end up making these, let me know. I'd love to hear if anyone actually tries out the crafts that I share with you guys. I'm wondering who this one should be for this holiday. But yeah, let me know if you end up making it. Let me know if you have any questions for doing this. Let me know if you have any other ideas or suggestions for Plarn crafts, because I love trying new things. Sometimes I'm trying new things, sometimes I'm showing you things that I've been doing for a while. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and with that, I'll talk to you all later.